Hi, somebody asked me to put a video together of how the application runs, logitPPL. So this is just a quick overview. I'm going to go through it quickly because I want to keep the size of the file small so I can upload it to YouTube. I'm running on the emulator, which is on my laptop. This is what I use for developing the application. It simulates a handset without actually running it on the handset, and it supplies all the functions that you have on a handset in the emulator. So if you just ignore this part and pretend I'm running it on a phone, the exact same thing happens. If you go into menu, which is preferences, now if you take the time to go into your preferences and fill this out, it'll save a lot of typing. You can put in the type of the aircraft, captain. These are all just made up names. So spend a bit of time going through those. It'll only take a minute or so to fill these out. This is your ICAO this is Shannon, forget my TAFs and METARs. Fill that out. Now go into log an entry. Now the idea behind the application is to simulate the hardbook logbook that you would fill in the paper version. Now I use the standard SPL PPL version that you buy in most bookshops, and each field that's in that logbook is supposed to be replicated here. So there's your date field. It works in spinners or tappers, so you can do fine tuning or you can whisk through the dates quickly. So we're just putting a random date. Registration. These screens will scroll left and right, up and down. We use auto suggest wherever we can to minimize the typing, and it works by looking at the first two letters and it comes up with the suggestions that meet those letters. Holders operating capacity, that's worth a mention. These are all taken from the front of my paper logbook, and I'm just replicating this in the application. So P1 pilot and command. Flying from Kuna to local, again auto suggest. Departs from departure time, I'm thinking of changing this to 5-minute increments. We'll see, I'll make it a 1-hour flight. Now there's a quick check I put in here just to make sure that it is actually a 1-hour flight and I haven't mistyped it. These are the time categories. Now again, according to my logbook, there's 10 different types of time you can log against. Now if you can fly either in command or dual, you can fly single engine or multi-engine aircraft, and you can fly day or night. So that 2 times 2 times 2 gives you 8 entries, and you can fly either instrument or simulators. That gives you 10 different categories to fly according to my paper logbook. So this flight, I'd be in command, single engine, daytime. Now you can again set this up in your preferences. 1 takeoff, 1 landing, and it's a local pleasure flight. We'll just add that entry and you can see it's added. Now this is a charting, gives you pie charts. It shows you how much time you've flown percentage wise and by minutes for each different entry or summary of entries. Type, registration, holders operating capacity. This is a report that shows you all of your entries, and again it's supposed to replicate the paper logbook, so it will scroll left or right, up and down, and it will keep a running total and a grand total. Now if you've made an error in any one of these entries, you can enter the sequence number in here and you can either edit the entry or you can delete it. key dates. These are where you keep your days that day reminders for your medical, your SCP rating, your license rating, that kind of thing. And you can see that it gives you a running total of the number of days you have left. Now if we just change this, now these are just made up dates by the way, there don't mean anything. If you can see that has expired. If I go back into log and entry, it will show you that key dates need attention. That will keep coming up while your key dates are coming due or have expired. So if I change that back again to something in the future, you can see it gives you a breakdown, and that warning message is gone. Taps and meters. Okay, what's happening in Shannon at the moment? And you can type in what is this happening. What field do you want? I think that's Heathrow. Again, set that up in your preferences. These are for exporting a flat file off the device to keep it as a backup. I'm thinking of putting together a desktop version. Actually it's quite well advanced at this stage, with the idea being that you can synchronize the data between your Android device and the laptop, so you can keep it as a backup and you can keep it for synchronizing data between the two different devices. So you export the file with this one and you import the file with this one. Filter mode gives you a summary of all your flying takeoffs and landings, 90 days, 1 year, 2 years, or you can custom a range that you're particularly interested in. And this is an email function. This takes the flat file that you have backed up and you put in an email address and it will send that that text file off to that email address, and you can do with it whatever you like. You can use it as a backup, you can use it to synchronize data when I get the other application up and running, or you can do your own data manipulation using whatever spreadsheet functionality you have. So that's the application. If you want to head over to the marketplace and buy it, it's only 99 cents, that's euro cent. This gives you 15 different log entries so you can try before you buy, so keep the suggestions coming. Take a look at logitPPL and you can catch me there and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and good luck.